So I used to come down from the corner from Halifax by train and go to the corner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, when we were little kids, we always looked forward each summer to take our trip by train from Halifax to Inverness, and simply because my mom and dad were natives of Inverness, and my mother had an Aunt Jessie, her kid sister, who married to Jim, and Jim operated this very nice farm. But Jim liked to have a little toot once in a while, and she didn't appreciate that. She watched him sort of with a keen eye, keep him in his place. And what he used to do was bring his little bottle home and hide it someplace. And so this one morning, Aunt Jessie, it's late morning, and she says, "Alec, I'm soon going to make some dinner, and I don't want a hot stove. I just want a little stove, and I'm going to need some kindling. So would you go to the wood, the wood pile out there, and take some of that and kindle it up for me, and I'd really appreciate it." I said, "Sure. Can you handle that?" "Oh, listen, I'm a cub. I can handle that." Yeah, I want a prize for cutting things, like my fingers. And,
always prepared.
Yeah, and so I went out there and I found the pile of and I started to look for certain pieces of wood that I could cut up and make good kindling for Aunt Jessie. And I was, looking around in this big pile of wood, and I saw a bottle. And I said, "What in the world is that?" So I opened it up.
There was a pot.
And it was a bottle of hooch, if you know what I mean.
Uh-oh.
And it was a hot day, and I said, "Gee, what's this taste like?" So I took a couple of gulps, and and I started to cut the wood, I took a couple more gulps, and Aunt Jessie wasn't getting her kindling. So she looked out the window. She saw me out there, and I was trying to cut a piece of wood, and I'd miss. I'd come down to the action, miss, and I'd see what I did, and I'd laugh. In other words, I was getting a pile on, the first one in my life. And Aunt Jessie, she was horrified. So she came out and she brought me. She said, "That's enough, little Alec." Call me in Gaelic, Alec Beck. Call me little Alec.
Alec Beck.
Yeah, Alec Beck. And so, "Oh, that's enough, Alec Beck. Come on in." So I came in with the wood. I staggered in. And then Uncle Jim came in for his lunch. And I'm telling you, I'd never seen it before. Did she ever give him a stepping around uptown?
I bet.
And he looked pretty sheepish, He wasn't saying anything. And I wasn't saying anything either. But it was quite something. And did I have a little hangover? Yes, I did.
I would imagine so.
End of story.
How old would you have been at that time?
Oh, I would have been 8 years old.
Oh my God.
8 years old. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so funny. Lucky you didn't lose a finger, hey? Or a toe or something?
Oh, I was a good woodsman.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, I'm lucky too, because when I'd miss, I'd sit down and laugh. Didn't know what was happening.
Oh my gosh.
I was having a party.
What about the chicks?
Huh?
What about the chicks? The brook?
Oh, yeah. And then, they had a nice bunch of hens, and the little chicks. So we had a brook with a brook, that ran down on the corner of the farm. And I said, I wonder if those little chicks could swim. So I gathered a bunch of them, and I took them down, and I was about to pop them in a running brook.
Uh-huh.
And it's a large brook, and it's running very fast, you know. Uh-huh. And my Aunt Janet, my Aunt Janet was in from Boston, and she was staying a big part of the summer with Aunt Jessie. You see, she was home. This was home to Aunt Janet. Mm-hmm. So Aunt Janet grabbed him by the cuff and, you can't do that. You can't do it. You're going to harm the chickens. You should be ashamed of yourself. But she was absolutely right. I think
we would have lost
enjoy
a little
chickens.
swim.